This now Komon-Tok, in case you don't know. Oh yeah. Whenever we pledge with love and loyalty to his sweet, sweet mamas alone. Now we all for come together as one. For tomorrow, now we go make alone. Anytime where you day, it no matter. Anytime where you go, it no matter. Anything you they do, it no matter. Oh yeah, it no matter. Now we for turn up Tanga one inside Sierra Leone. Let one big family, cause no place like home. In case you don't know, this now Komon-Tok, where they bring information about Salon. In case you don't know, this now Komon-Tok, where they bring information about Salon. For education, entertainment, political affairs, tune in Komon-Tok. For education, entertainment, political affairs, tune in Komon-Tok.
From Sierra Leone to everywhere, oh yeah. Komon-Tok, come make we hear. From the streets of it down to the world beyond, we dey yarn about the things we dey hold strong. Political talks we no go shy, migration stories should no go die. Entertainment we go dance to the beat, health and well-being make we rise from we sit. This now we platform, we go speak the truth. For the young and the old, now we voice be the roots. Oh, Komon-Tok, you go hear we loud. We no go hide, we go make we proud. From Salon to the world, we just stand tall. Come here we are, now we message for all. Komon-Tok, this now we voice. R&B soak, we dey make the choice. From politics to health, we dey stand firm. Migration and veg, we dey confirm.
Yes, Fambulen, una welcome back to yet another very, very important segment where they come through the Komon-Tok platform. And just like any other day, we're not done with Komon-Tok Day. You know that. Well, today, one of the Komon-Tok we'll get for can pay attention to, now that the blame game continues. We see Lawrence Lima and CDI Tunis, now AYV, and then it's get more or less like blame and excuses there. We I feel say from past that stage day. In one hand, we see Lawrence Lima still they blame the colonial powers and come to the opposition for where the country day in this stage. Mind you, the reason why people are even vote for change APC 2018 now for make sure say we get a better government. 7 years on, we're still on this one. Failed policies, hunger, starvation, and corruption. Now the order of the day. This not to me they make them, not to me they talk them. Now clear fact way. I'm sure even the audit reports put, including the one-way government hire as well as the wild and fire, all they say the same thing. It's in the world I mentioned. So now, I think at the time. This time, hold on. I mean, this particular time in the history, we hold ourselves, what do say, obligation, not a favor again, now obligation, for Lord, we at least help we picking the way they come. Because as I did now, it looked like say it's not going to get better, it's going to get worse. But why they even put say it's going to get worse? Fumble. I'm sure plenty people now in social media or they watch news. When I go to say the government they both say, let's just check, let's just be very precise here with what the government say. I want to be very precise. Government say inflation, and this will be sounds like Keketoma and before Twitter na be Twitter na be Twitter. No, X. Inflation don't grow by 10.71%. What do we go do? we not get time yet. It go probably be, I don't know if it go be Friday or so, but we get, I'm going to confirm it. Now you can see how the government of Maada Bio manipulate figures. What will they do on this very day? Like I say, we'd still up and wait for confirm with the producer when this go happen. We get somebody we go the extra mile. We take the pain for sit down and do the rebasing. You remember, you see, this is why when the trust level they continue for reduce every day because they know they done from one scandal to another scandal. And the truth is, this age where we day, people they're not full like not like in the 60s or the early 2000s. It's difficult for you can put any statistics out there, you not get nobody will check out for you. Government put statistics now, the figure then puts where then they celebrate say inflation don't go down from 54% down to 10%. Fumble. If I can't see what you didn't do, you go shock. You go shock. And if you get any iota of respect for this government when it comes to figures, you go on doubt. Yes. The reason is very simple. When the Minister of Finance can't talk about rebase, well, again, law left around there, like I say, we do our best for make sure so we call that program there. And we call the person, we take the pain for explain to we how they do the rebase, waiting lead to waiting actually we call. More or less, technically, they manipulate the figures there. And it's just about saying this. We can't prove it for ourselves. You go shock. Ah, my God. What do we do as a nation? All right. And we also go look at other burning issues across the country. Of course, one of the key things is still they pay attention the cost of living. We also go see if a time permits we go through a little bit weight on the land issues, and we also go probably pay attention on maybe if a time permits on the city. I think we get some serious the dirty pass mark in the country. As you see, we almost every day we jam packed. In at the international stage, let's start with Africa. There is excitement when they go around for say the next pope, potentially, perhaps, or maybe it could come up from Africa. I mean African descent. In other words, in Africa, manga for more or less occupy. We ever happen. No, I mean we get two contenders anyway inside it. But a lot of people that don't already more or less put out the skepticism, given the fact that racism still there alive. Not died completely. But anyway, we'll never know. Anything can happen under the sun, not so. And the international news, guess what? Trump will be slap China 245%. It don't make a U-turn. You see, we can always say certain things. Sometimes it's not about having the common sense. You see, common sense in itself, like what you say, common. Common sense na a gift. Not supposed to win a professor to get common sense. Not supposed to get PhD to get common sense. Not a person where go school or no go school, they get common sense. Common sense, a lot of people, and I want tend for believe them, align with them people and say, common sense, na gift. Because certain thing, you say a well-educated person, they make decision, you really ask. I'm sure you might have questioned some people that we call themselves highly educated, not so. You might have come at a time where you question them people about how the rationale behind making this decision. I'm sure one day, I mean, if you don't ever do that, probably in future, you ask if actually this person goes school. When I'm just happy with the probably with the Trump administration, with all you're supposed to see, them people are so you're supposed to get people that will surround themselves and say think tanks. People with smart economic policy, but again, the buck stop at the president. They ain't gonna make the final decision. Even if you get all those fine advisors and fine brains, best of the best and the brightest, it come back on the table as the president. Now me they make the final decision whether I agree or I disagree. Well, who would they blame? Not to the person who made the final decision. In the trade war, where Trump make tens of trillions of dollars go down the drain, just waste. It just waste. We possibly in a recession therefore take place. America. We all know this adage. We don't talk about many times. And Monsieur said no. When America sneeze, the rest of the world catches cold. When recession take place and they affect we all, and salona, it therefore affect we all. And they depend council small because of one common sense decision. Because when you put tariff on a particular good or service, common sense, like I say, the provider of that service or the manufacturer or the producer, what did happen? It pass the tariff to the final consumer. It's difficult to understand. This now maybe you wouldn't say elementary, 101. Anyway, the introduction long to the notice. So, all right. We can just now. We wait for two of we guests there as soon as see on the flyer. We then can join we People's Power as well as Peter, and then go come up we follow we understand some of them share better. Then say we can learn with them voice. We can just now for come continue with the program. My name is Mr. Komon-Tok. If you just join me today, we want to welcome you with a different sound with the YouTube. Perhaps you saw for the first time, and how for join me, easy. Click the subscribe button, turn the notification bell. Each time we can live, you will be among the first people that we get a notification alert. We're also in our Facebook. If in our Facebook you see for the first time again, you're welcome. As well as Instagram, do the same, like and then follow us. So they can just know.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. This now Komon-Tok. In case you don't know. Oh, yeah. Whenever we pledge with love and loyalty to his sweet mamas alone. Now we all come together as well.
All right, so Fambu, we'll go straight to the point. We're not getting nothing for rest. Okay, I think I don't know, internet na salon, it dance, it can be difficult for people actually. As soon as they see on the screen, the other side will not clear it. Now we guessed we in Peter, of course. Now no see now one of the regular contributor on this program. Okay, I think it gets challenge, not a small challenge. No, not a small one. It get challenges. Don't only for connect. We don't know if we will get anyway. The same with the other guest. Normally we can get guests in a salon. It can very, very difficult. Sometimes it can find for Peter, as we don't count many times. But I don't know what's happened today. But as always, with or without you guests, the program they continue. This is the beauty of the program. We always get written and they say not to do plan B. Waiting will happen, not to do. All right, okay. Whilst we wait for the guest there. La use this transfers for ask yourself, do you share? A very important tool because now we reach our land, we can say within sharing is caring. Consider that. And I think if we therefore be more active in politics, I don't see no better time than now. If we miss this opportunity, this is a fact. If we miss this opportunity for become more serious and pay more attention on politics and make sure say people that were criminal, we get criminal record, people that were not fit for be leaders and come close to that power, till them go sit on a state house. We go tomb. Salon go tomb. We go down. We will not see punishment it. What people like certain key people that will not call it, they will not call the name they it. If you're in the past two, then go sit on that state house. Sometimes I go say Maada Bio na joke, na smoke. Yeah. Because I don't lay the foundation. Maada Bio don't lay the foundation. You don't set the stage. You don't, so anybody will come where we not vet, will not check them properly, sit on that chair there. Well, they continue, Simple as that. Like I talk about saying that common sense. Sometimes some of the analysis it can be seamlessly to you, the listener, but it involves critical thinking. This is why a lot of people also respect this platform, because they know say what you they do now hard thinking. It might be simple, but when you think, you take your time, you go over each of the statements where they come out from what they talk, it makes sense. And if you continue like what they say, deduce, try for broken, you will continue for pull a lot of things in, a lot of sense, a lot of sense, a lot of sense. Well, that not mean say like we get all the sense. No, we're not there for can praise yourself. I don't they try for say, and some of them back it come up from now. We all they do this together. You know that. All right. So consider that, okay, for sure. One of the most important announcements we'll ever make here, or they continue for make here till the 29th, and this. For the first time, I borrow keketoma, for the first time, salon, we get light, salon, we get this, not just salon cry for this, salon, board come out, na gone, a fly go up, board come out up, if it go down. Sometimes I don't even understand the first thing, not just so. For the first thing, let's go up 1 million, not just so. The other guy, just so, it can't come back. For the okay, we they borrow that anyway, we they give back, and I get this. But we are now they borrow they say the first thing, not to say now that talk is real, and we really for user. For the first thing in the history of Sierra Leone, we get somebody we get for can talk on this platform. We are not want on that very day yeah, man, I know. Let not do. We pray. Let not do. Please, patience can listen. Yeah. This now hot cake. Lord just put and let people understand. Now hot cake. Now hot cake. Big media houses and they look for and they want let it go on the platform. Mr. Sef, when you get the news for say the come now on this platform, we're not going to tell now better. We get the youth self. We left from first. I was shocked. I said no. This is not real, but it's real. John Parkins, they can. But in order just can't keep company with we, they can help the country. This man, they can give you a gift. This gift where they can give you, so I'm sure if you use that gift, say fine one, it will benefit the entire nation. Now that make we call on the government as a whole, the opposition, the civil society, the journalists there. Una come on that very day, na Komon-Tok on the 29th of April. Una can listen what they say from the horse's mouth. This is not a book somebody can go read, can explain to you. The man who don't commit the crime, now they can confess to you. I don't know here what you would look for, not to say the man who commits a crime, lost somebody go kill. They come and say, you know what, me are tired, and they can't talk the truth. Mind it happens to. Anyway, please consider that, not share that. All right, I think Peter already don't get connected. I think I don't know if he when I see you, I see you at the background, but you appear as if you lights there on. Hello? All right. All right, we get issue with guest. All right, so I think maybe we will push on like this way. Now, first thing first, I want you listen. We'll go back in time. This now the statement this when Maada Bio say. I confess now, not to say that person bitter, not to say that person go all tick or nephora. Now I confess with the ministers, he say they're not the perform. Again, this is not opposition. Forget about what we are saying. Now the reason we make they bring Candice because of the excuses and where they say the kina for say now this, now that. Anyway, listen, Maada Bio, with the ministers there, what they can.
Get together and have a shared understanding of what it takes and what it means to be able to deliver. a shared understanding of what it takes to deliver. And I've told you why we should deliver. With this mindset, I want to register first my sincere concern about the performance I've observed over the last 1 year. We have not been truly inspiring as we ought to be. We have to be at our optimum.
All right, this now after then just 1 year, Maada Bio they confess with in it with your analysis, which you observe. This not to you again, oh, you they watch me. Not to you again, oh. Now waiting you observe. For say they don't inspire nobody. And if not then part of the world, you know, say na truth they tell you so, na fact they tell you so. Calls for let the president or that minister they resign, that prime minister they for resign. For let you can't begin to say when I not inspire after I don't 5 years they come back. No, they left that party. Because not to you when I say the alpha omega, you not to you the reservoir of knowledge, not to you sabi do everything, not to you no more for able to fix the economy. You know, I know you the commodity. But we declare for them back. Imagine we declare for them back. And let us pull this one out of its back. Now, listen the conversation first. When they come on, we even can confess about we're not going to fix the country. When they go back, where they even tell some people and say the rest not going for candle, not to tell them anytime soon. People they stay clear for her. But listen first the conversation with how the blame game they still continue. Again, this if you film, but not reality. But they can.
Do you think at 64 we should have achieved better than this?
Yes, I think so. In the first place, like I started, if we had gone into that independence conference with one voice, we should have been able to negotiate better and for us to be able to harness better opportunities. But because we went divided, selfishly, without even acknowledging those who sacrificed, who spilled their blood for the liberation of Sierra Leone, without acknowledging their efforts, we went there divided, with our own motives different, for us not to even have that. And you know what? Manipulation strives on divisions. And as much as we are divided, we will not engage meaningfully that will help us actually have a better Sierra Leone as to what we are expecting. And so because of that division we went with, that is what eventually led us into having wars in this country. And because one party is making him or herself available as opposed to the other party who is looking for the interests of the country. These other parties making itself available as to how best they will see them as a better options to this, not the interests of the country. Let's take, for instance, the transition of what had been the engagement before colonization. Let's go into slavery, which was the vogue of the time. And of course, slavery was abandoned. And then we also, the colonial powers saw the need to go into a conference for the partition of Africa in order to extract raw materials for their industries abroad. So, and at a time like that, when they were deciding to give us independence, but with the view of extracting raw materials, that was when we as citizens should have come together to have a better mind, to sit and discuss, looking at the interest, what's the interest of our colonial powers, how do we discuss, now that we are going into independence, how do we discuss so that the raw materials they are extracting from Sierra Leone, how do we benefit from those? And so because we went divided, one particular set of the country's population seemed to be making these raw materials available at a cost that is at the expense of the nation, whilst the other party is looking at it as to how best the country can benefit. So it's all as a result of the division that we have not been able to benefit as much as we are supposed to have been benefited. Because of the division, we went into that conference without paying much attention, and that actually eventually led us to war.
All right, so the point what I make here is, apart from the blame game, now this is a government where pride themselves for key what they raise, what they say, fake promises to Sierra Leoneans. Fake promises, fake policy, hunger, starvation. When I talk in Turkey, I not to make they make up this. I tell you this now, not to so. I'm not go sit down and make anything up. No, I will never do that. I will never do that. Anything where you talk, simply come up from government. I want to take you into history. I want to let you see now. This I don't go back into colonial days. But when they gonna be their opposition, I want to let you listen them. When they come, the internet no they forget. I tell you this, me go forget, you go forget, but the internet, you know they forget.
Asma, listen, I don't care for talk papi politics today. Yeah, then they talk about developments in this country. These people they come and tell you about road, then they come and tell you about light. No, we they tell people and the burning issue, the day-to-day issue where people every day they feel, the bread and butter issue. Asma, I tell you, we now a responsible government are waiting. We take power today, I will tell you, in just 6 months, we will fix this country, we will fix the economy. Look, Asma, for let you know, say, now a reckless government that they run this country. Look at how much they buy dollar today. 7,500. Asma, I'll tell you, we own this country in just 6 months. Sierra Leoneans will buy dollar half the present rates now. We know how to do these things. Now, simply because this government not get qualified individuals and they not get people that we know how to run economy, make we go to wait, we go through so today. You know, Asma, when the people are ready, oh, come on, Minister of Transport, it make road, this, it make road, this, it make road. No, that's nonsense. When they talk about the burning issues of the people, the bread and butter, what they able for put that table and eat. Now, then they will they think about as a government. Yeah, Asma, look, imagine, say, the minimum wage at this country is 500,000. We as government, they think, say, somebody for able buy one bag rice, he get up money for the one whole month, he able for pay school fee for the one whole year, he able for pay house rent, and then he even make savings inside that same 500,000. That's not the kind of government we they build up for can with. We get all the professionals them. Look, Asma, you don't go understand. This are just like we take power today. Give it 6 months, you will see exactly what they tell you.
All right, okay, family, we guess they really struggle, Peter. I don't know if he already, did they get me? Did they get me? Did they get me? Peter, did they get me? Did they get me, Peter? Did they get me? All right, I think he don't freeze back. Anyway. I do understand. So, Fambul, this is a government where it look like say then the next 6 months. Then the next 6 months. This was the time when they're now opposition. Then give the people of Salon 6 months. While they tell you about fake promises. Again, like I say, it look like say this not pattern. Don't take the people for Salon for granted. They don't ride the people there. Maada Bio don't play in clip there several times in 2018, before 2018, where they say they give people 500,000 jobs. Not to me words, now in words, so don't play that clip there again. We'll not get time for it again. I happen, not even 50,000 jobs. What it come in 2018, it can repeat the same lies. Where the same lie what they do in 2017, now they repeat Suba. Listen to then Chief Minister.
You go where the dollar they go.
Well, what you go say first of all in terms of the current state of affairs for the depreciation, as I've been explaining a little bit. You know we are going to elections, so you don't have a lot of people coming in with foreign currency, and a lot of people are holding on their until they see the elections when the election don't pass. So you get a shock on the economy as well. But as I say, you are not going to develop this country if you don't stabilize the economy. And it's just mandatory. For us, macroeconomic stability is imperative. We have to reduce prices, we have to reduce the dollar. We have a clear agenda how to go about it. There might be, I must admit, 1 or 2 mistakes will lead to the situation in there. But this will be things of the past. And we can stabilize this place in the next 3 months. As quickly as immediately after election, we will build all those variables down. But as I say, in a more structural manner, in a more sustained manner, until you improve food production. It's not easy to improve the balance of trade. And by extension, it's not easy for improve the exchange rate itself. Because you must reduce your import. And one major import item is food import. Once we reduce food.
You see, I tell you how they don't take the people of Salon for granted. This Boko afraid, the too much fear we don't instill in, not to say people don't understand this. So in 2017, they said they didn't give them 6 months. When he come, he said, made them give them how much? Made them give them 3 months. You know the rest of the story. Now they don't pull. They don't pull. Oh my God. They don't pull on new data. I wouldn't say if inflation don't come down. Not worry. They can listen. When I can't see what they do, you go lost respect for them people here. If you be get small respect for their when it comes to figures, statistics, you go pull and come up for it. Like I say, not to talk with the prove and yeah, or they can't prove and for now. But you see, there's one person where be raise people there. With a suffer today, not to say with a suffer today because of maybe one, we pay more attention to regional politics. We pay more affiliation to party than government to the nation, because of tribalism, because of regionalism, and this another say about SLPP alone. It's about both parties, because even APC, you get certain thing and they where it say the facts now. But we see in one of the clip where EBK they warning ministers back there. Ebola, I don't know if your time go permit to follow how that clip day, but anyway, along the line, we'll go fetch for how that clip day, where they warn the ministers and make them not eat Ebola money. Now, if you watch that statement away, EBK, not to EBK will come for, but I just want to make comparison for Tennessee. Not to say actually then a sense, but there are they even worse. It say let people not eat Ebola money. So meaning if they not meaning they can eat any other money, but Ebola money will not for it. I don't know. Now some may understand that clearly, but it comes to the point about the people who rule we, you know, the leaders there. People know they get the bold mind for fight for the national interest. Then country offend oneself. So yes, if we tell you say completely corruption or it's a lie. But believe me, if it don't catch you, you pay dearly. You see, there's one saying where Professor Lumumba, well, I'm not going to verify whether actually I said this, but a lot of people in the attribute saying I said this. But nevertheless, a very interesting thing. I'll go read them for you. Time not there for I put on the screen. I will put another time when it comes. Professor Lumumba then quote him for say, he said, in Japan, a corrupt person kills himself. In China, they will kill him. In Europe, they jail him. In Africa, he will present himself for election. Somebody will say, why you even call this code safe? How is this relevant? I like that question there. You see, Alpha Saidu Bangura, he be do Salon people in favor. He be do SLPP in favor. But nobody not be pay attention to her. Nobody not be listener. No, that's in the old man, no, that was tribesman, but no, now we this, that. Alpha Saidu Bangura, he be do Salon people in favor. Again, Professor Lumumba in quotes. In Africa, the thief man, he can't say and be president. And he make him president. Why I say so? I think, we'll find, it makes sense for law we bring the 18 million. The reason we make it because some man at the first tendency they watch your program, then you can say, Mr. Komon-Tok, what kind of guy this? It just they make some astonishing outlandish accusation against Maada Bio for say 18 million, not only words, this now Samura. With the quote of Professor Lumumba, not just one quote. And I see what in Alpha Saidu Bangura be the one Salon people were not coming to pass. Listen, Andy, when they come, and we will also take you parentality when at the clerk of parliament. This now not to be proven. This now the government of Salon through the Anti-Corruption Commission, and then prove and say it thief Salon money, huge money in worth for more than 2 to 3 years, it did thief salon money, $1,500. You know what in I mean? I then consider not for talk about salon. Then they pay another work. And who that supporter now parental. And guess what? Parental Awali now one of the people, according to what we understand, who will be president at the salon. Professor Lumumba in quote. It makes sense, so not so. Lord do yourself a favor. I go manage for me then put and let people send at the screen. So you go, they make more sense. When they can. Listen first, the 18 million. Don't forget. Somebody call on this program. He say $18 million if you put on a bank. I don't know. I don't forget the we bought a name. He said 18 million. I don't know if na Abdul. I don't know if na Jibrila one part then one. He said I think na Jibrila also. Jibrila, if you remember we. He said $18 million if you put on a bank. You know, church. Na generational wealth. When I see that, I say yes. Even if you buy bond, treasury bond, like for example, you can buy the US bond. Bond, maybe some people know it's not bond. Government, any government at the world, they not get enough money for run all their affairs. So they go to us. So one way of government to get money, apart of taxation, then they toss. And when they can't toss, because our government, say the government, it all them, the people how they will go change, but the government will stay. Like for example, government of Salon go stay, APC go, SLPP go come, SLPP go, APC go come, but the government of Salon still they. So governments they do what they call bond. They write a paper, not just put on a document. They write the term of this bond, how much now this percentage here. For example, if it costs me $1,000, I will give you maybe $100 every month for this, or maybe every year. For example, number two, they make an example, and at the time is after a so period for maybe 2 years, 5 years, and they return you back that money they all. So now, like what they can say, bond. Now, one of the safest bond at the world, now the American bond. So, and I'm sure this everybody will understand and are basic. If you take $18 million, you go put an American bond. I agree with Jibrila or if na Abdul Tokam, na generation wealth. Well, you know they do nothing. They ever pull again. Now in Maada Bio they say it use. When they come to Alpha side of Bangura. Listen to this man. So sometimes if you just join me, ever hear this, let no can face sometimes I can make for nothing allegation against Maada Bio. I not get nothing against her. I not just like what's happening in the country.
And it really hurts. It's when you listen to people who want to rule a country without clear understanding of how the country's economy works, what the sectors are important for the economy, what policies are necessary to improve on the economy. But what is more worrying is when people talk without a sense of history, going back to where they came from. President Maada Bio talks about reckless expenditure. I was a financial secretary in this country when the NPRC was here, when he ruled as head of state for 3 months. You understand? I know exactly, as manager of the economy, manager of the budget, how we were constrained by the fact that what we call extra budgetary revenues were not paid into the budget. One particular one was we got $18 million from the sale of ilmenite that was never reported to us. We collected the money, it was not paid into the budget. Was that good expenditure? No, I'm just coming.
All right, so Famul, as soon as see, I'll just put for you something. I think what would they do now? Would they do self a favor? We're not going actually for analyze the presidentialate, but this topic makes so much sense that we need for Kauta for learn understand. So yeah, the point what they make here is just in case everybody's 18 million. But all our people and they even blame Samura. Why Nana Samura they cow this talk to people? All right, for say this man, we take this one. Maybe if you don't want we amplify, or maybe people are not be they pay attention because of course some people are saying forget and credit because now make we know about this one. Other people and say why government not take action against that. Anyway, but the point what you want, so just they extract one thing the $18 million now they extract. But somebody be the try for one people Maada Bio, people are not be they pay attention. This is the danger we emotionally blind with tribalism, regionalism, party politics, I can call clan-based thinking. Clan-based thinking. This is not the problem. But anyway, listen, Alpha Sadu. Let's not forget. Me, I forget. You, they forget. But the internet, not they forget. But remember, this guy be one way. Listen.
Me salon fambul them onoado. This na Alpha Sadu Bangura of Kapu Sense no Kapu Ward. They bring to the morning report today, Tuesday, September 19, 2017. I listened to Julius Maada Bio and in blind supporter them all over social media. Then say me no like Julius Maada Bio. I want me to tell me wetin make I for like Julius Maada Bio, we thief me country salon in money. He can America, he can buy us, we cost over $600,000. He left me people in a salon, then they suffer. Wetin make I for like Julius Maada Bio, where that $600 and something $1,000 also buy with salon money, he sell them, where in wealth and in picking and still inside the house, he not tell them nothing. Wetin make I for like Julius Maada Bio, where don't hurt 9 of me salon sister them. Some of them, he born picking with them. He neglect the picking them. He want me the picking them suffer. Let the picking them punish. Wetin make I for like Julius Maada Bio, we make bargain with him brother Steve Bio, for make the go buy a 25-year-old gunboat, where actually cost $750,000, then charge Sierra Leone almost $3 million for that boat day. Wetin make I for like Julius Maada Bio, we bring tribalism, he bring thuggery and violence for can destroy the SLPP when me don't suffer for. Wetin make I for like Julius Maada Bio, where he dey left the people when are better people and the people who will bring SLPP together. People like Dr. Mane. He dey go bring Prince Adin when a thief man, where he thiefte Alhaji Ahmad Tidan Kaba Drebam, he sack him for thief. Wetin make I for like Prince Adin, where they bring division na the SLPP, he bring young boy them for can beat SLPP member them. Wetin make I for like Maada Bio, when Maada Bio no one day do anything we don't benefit SLPP. The only thing we Maada Bio care about, nothing there we bad, where they personally benefit them. Wetin make I for like Maada Bio, we talk and say, therefore make a flag bearer at all cost, for let him use that position as SLPP the flag bearer, for let him go outside salon, he go solicit money for he and family. Wetin make I for like Julius Maada Bio, we don't handle over $1 million na the last 2012 election. We take today, he and Kadisi say refuse for make the account for that money day. Wetin make me for like Julius Maada Bio, where I know say if SLPP put at any time, SLPP go lost. Wetin make I for like Julius Maada Bio, I want like his supporter and tell me ba. If una no care about the SLPP, me care about them. And me, I don't get no side for go. I was SLPP yesterday, I am SLPP today, and I go be SLPP tomorrow. Now that's make what Julius Maada Bio and Prince Adin one about people them can destroy this party, then bring tribalism, then bring thuggery, then bring chief kind of the party, it go must at me. No sober-minded person no day, wait till like that they no go hurt. So if we are not getting anything for talk, we are going to find better thing for talk. We are not care about the party. The thing that we Prince Adin don't do to Sierra Leone, if we understand them, when Prince Adin come, na kick we go kick him out. Because we are going to say, in name alone, no good for any sober-minded people them. We are not care about the party. We are not care about Sierra Leone. What we not care about now for Maada Bio for get another opportunity for can destroy the country. Maada Bio violently pulls Strasser, he imposes himself on the people of Sierra Leone. What do you do within a period? Nothing. He take contract, he give brother Steve Bio for the other uniform them, for soldier man them. Their same uniform, the in brother take them, he go sell them, give the rebel them back. That's make, by the time when we own soldier, then the journey.
All right, so Fambuleka, they say, Alpha Side do help the people of Salon so much. It did well. Now that make you find out say, yeah, Maada Bio don't go ever pull. They not go ever pull. You ever see them? You hardly, for saving by the encourager. Because this man, he said Maada Bio go destroy the country. Yeah, this, not to me say, this, like I say. He tell you, say, Maada Bio, they destroy the country. And here we are. Now, to a point that even in the Maada Bio, imagine a person come, he confess. The first clip will play for you, it tell you, say, they're not able to inspire. Again, listen this one.
I don't do everything humanly possible to make sure, say, I'm making people partners in the development process of this country. Freedom, where we not one day get, I don't give them. To the give it deal. And when I need for real that give it deal, for those not the representation of a parliament or a cabinet or in the workplace in for, when I get right now to land.
100 acres.
Now, because of the complementary efforts of my first lady, they can't begin the way they grow up, their confidence. They get self-esteem. I've been telling I say, because of democratic principles, the time where I get, I'm not going to change this country. But I will inspire so many people that even when I go, that inspiration they carry go.
All right, so again, what's the time for talk? Alpha Saidu Bangrua did a very good job where I'm sure if people don't listen, if people are not so because of clan-based thinking, where the loyalty based on party, based on region, based on tribe affiliation, maybe this problem Nasalo will not get for the get time. But yeah, we have. But I think goodness don't come for we. Let's just put something because finally we don't able to put for you something. Let's just see. What have the time for connect here? Not just put for you this. See what's in Professor Lumumba say. All right. I don't read them for we, sir, but Lord, we just put them for you on the screen. All right. Professor Lumumba say, Africa, when somebody corrupt, they come say, I want to be president, and we elect him. And not only say, like I say, you hear from in key. One from an opposition point of view, when a Samura, and another one from an SLPP point of view, when Alpha Saidu Bangrua, they say the same thing. What did they say? The man no get no idea for run a country, and I can't take on again a country. Maada Bio, me, they tell you say they do very well at the country. Yeah, Maada Bio is doing well. I'm gonna tell you this. Quote me any side. Me, they tell you say Maada Bio they do well, because for now we get a whole mind. Somebody of that kind of magnitude, from somebody of that kind of caliber, we go here. Somebody who don't sit down for 22 good years, not saboting a job, not sabi sign in and out of any office. And somebody, I've been talk with somebody privately. He said, "Can you imagine? You thief like a company, you go." You come back to that company, you take big money, you go. Don't then come back and can't employ you back for like can be CEO, this, that. It's a whose company will do that? Not only in Africa. Now like what happens so. So what Professor Lumumba say is right. In Africa, thief man, they come say, I want to be president, and they be president. Okay, forget about Maada Bio, listen back. See ya. If you see on the right-hand side, there is one person who I just want touch in face. This one, una the so. Now look, when I forget about all those around, when I forget about all the Parantarawali and this so. According to this one, SLPP presidential, you know, now the contenders and there according to it, the rumors. Well, you know, confirm it, but you can imagine Parantarawali all day. My good God, what do we? Yeah, the man did the whole. Can you imagine? The man did it. My good God. Sometimes would I do this to me? Would I do this to we? Can you imagine? The SLPP, one of them people, Parantarawali, now one of the people we put in say, and so what's in Professor Lumumba say? You go send a lie, the lie. Lie it down for you back, not so. He said in Japan, a corrupt person kills himself. In China, they kill him. In Europe, they jail him. In Africa, he presents himself as a candidate. That's so? As a candidate. And they elect him back. I think Peter don't join me. Peter, I see they struggle too much. I understand. If you're not able to join me today, you will able to join me next week. Because we're almost on the show now. Let you not struggle too much again, yeah? I don't know if you get me. All right, it's in the same thing. So no worry, Peter, no worry, no worry. We know say you really want to join me, but the internet. No worry, no worry. Left hand for we so I mean left hand some left hand so I think we almost don't manage, don't finish the program. But anyway, the program super interested. The other side self will not be able to church again. I got time now, they permit to again. I'll just drop this one. We'll not come on the candidates. We'll go for the code. This is I just wouldn't say tip of the iceberg. We'll not do nothing. This is how I'm up. I don't know. Some of you determine for help that country in this way. Yourself, ask yourself, are you determined? Are you ready? Are you with us? Are you go support we? Because I go for be very honest with you now. What you want to do, we not get that money. We want to make sure say some of these key people the way they say they want go into politics. Law we get them dossier na yeah. Law play them dossier. Play your own part. If the people that don't do all this and they still go vote for them, then your conscience is clear. You sleep, you say, okay, I've done my best, you know. What do they tell for talk? We'll go for kayak, bing, we'll go ask one for help. Because we'll go for send reporters, we'll go for send investigative journalists for dig into that. And like I said, we'll not get money. We'll not know that. This is not pure sacrifice. Pure. Forget about these people awakening, like one of the insults we'll be ever getting at in lady na unity. It's a Udikaya for 30 we put video on YouTube, one video they give $30 and that make with yeah. You know, it's so insulting that one of the two we make I think that one of the most painful insults Nandi. Why make I say so? First, I didn't like UK. Fully legal. I know they try for make anything, which means I can work any side. The minimum wage, Google, let's see. Roughly, some people are paying 14, 15 pounds. For produce a program like this. This thing you can see, like say, seamlessly. It takes time, energy, research, thinking, deep thinking. Sometimes you spend 5 days and 5 hours, 6 hours, 8 hours. This is a factor they tell you so. So for like you can do all and you can make for $30. Now insult to you. Where if you minimum wage now yeah, 15 pounds, £2, the 2 hours self don't give how much? You don't give more than $35, up to $40 roughly. So if actually to be clear and make honest with you now, if not because of money, we need a client. I will be very honest with you now. And this is from the bottom of my heart, I tell you so. Now my office at 110 with director call me. Now me the only power the manager that me the only person who need to do overtime. Everybody they do overtime, everybody. He asked me, what's happening? You know how money? I know I'm not allowed 32. This is not sacrifice we give back to society. We believe when people then liberation come, this now we own one of our biggest benefits now. And we never know who this they take we back. So we do this for country and also for create this platform, build network where go benefit we all. So that was a very high insult. We come up from this lady, and I feel so bad. I say, well, anyway, sometimes now Bolo don't flop nine blame and brain. Maybe now Bolo don't flop nine thoughts. They understand because we see somebody they spend 6, 7, 8 hours, though you go make 30. We get chance for make $400, £400 for example. That's same hour day, and that's. It can make up to maybe 200. I just put as a roughly cable make 200. You will make roughly or 100 and 200 roughly. Then you go make 30. If you not get swear, and if you not get swear no more, you know go save. But people are able to understand. It can difficult, but that's not able. That need to swear off. They're not able to discourage you because that's not the thing. We don't talk so you at one, you say at the left, I know it's that this. The moment to come on, oh, what a day, what a merriment, what a joy. So we need to do this because of money. We not so say we don't want money, and we believe we not say in future it go happen. We never know how it happen. But you see, there's one thing where I learned from my late study. He say, when you work for the people, I don't talk this one, I think 1 or 2 times. Peter, he said, when you work for the people, and you work for the people, it's a privileged conversation where Papa, just like many other people, not so like we why get me pick at the sidouta, the encourager, this no encouragement, no day that is line day, thick line day. Oh, say and so don't want to go so where they are no, but that was just an opportunity for gets sometimes we can go to them business they can take any one of them pick you there around, including me. It can like forget me most of the time because I can there around. You see, when you work for the people, God, they use the people for pay you in different way. When you work for the people, you don't work for God. And when you work for God, God they pay you. And when you work for the people, you don't work for God. And when God ready for pay you, they use the people for pay you. I go pay you in different way. And they stick in me. I still get up till there. So what I do so, it's out of that inspiration there as well. That message. So for we with the kaya, even though we get started for make more money, choose for Kangi this time for the people of Salon. So think about that. If we truly want to change Salon, we all know this platform will get for double our efforts. But we ask ourselves, what we can do? We line open. Mr. Komon-Tok, I will support the Komon-Tok platform. What's the contribution we need? But these are the things that we need because when I know we're not able to get any, we'll not get nowhere for get money. And we're not going to exchange with integrity, with credibility for money. We're not exchanging. We're not going to meet politicians. We're not saying if I can't give you money, then say donate, fine. But again, this, now we all get that. So go for the think, and ask yourself, especially when they run towards this midterm or going to everybody they come out pulling chairs, okay, I just still a drop on it. Anyway, the last thing we'll go put, I think since we don't put Lawrence Limayon, why not go just put CDI
things of the past. So if you spend 7 years in government and you still blame the opposition for your failures, then you are not fit for purpose. When we came in 100 days, we started transforming this country. In 100 days, we started transforming Sierra Leone. We did not spend 7 years blaming Ahmed Tijan Kaba. No, we went straight to work. During the first term of Ernest Bai Krumah, Sierra Leone was a works yard. You had construction happening all across this country. That is what serious governments do. You focus on solving problems rather than blaming your predecessor. That is what governance is all about. And that is why when you're campaigning, you campaign on a manifesto. You sell your manifesto to the people of this country. They buy your manifesto by voting you in. And you're expected to deliver on your manifesto, which they have failed to do. You promised us 20% domestic revenue generation, and we are sitting at 9.2% after 7 years, despite the fact that you are bragging about having a 1.4 billion export, and we only receive $40 million, and you're still talking about 10%. Clearly, 49 million is not 10% of $1.4 billion. You know that. You know that for sure. So, I mean, also, no donor ever shut its doors on Sierra Leone. It is practical when we are approaching elections. Donor countries, development countries, suspend their activities during electioneering period. After election, because clearly, especially that which was a transitional election, clearly they will expect a change of government. So of course they suspended, their programs until after elections, and then they brought back their programs. So no donor ever left Sierra Leone. That is a misrepresentation of the fact. So we have to set these records straight. But the fact of the matter is, just as I started the discussions, we had a track record of performance. When you drive around this city now, we have started seeing potholes again. Those are things of the past.
Right. Now gets better explanation on I think we already be done do a bit more extensive analysis regarding the blame game anyway. All right, they come on the international stage now. We go to Africa and we
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. This now Komon-Tok. In case.
And on to our final story for today. History could be in the making in the Vatican as speculation grows over who might be the next leader of the Catholic Church. Across Africa, prayers are currently being offered for Pope Francis. The pontiff passed away yesterday at the age of 88. He was battling health complications and recently suffered bouts of pneumonia. It was confirmed that he died from a stroke and irreversible cardiocirculatory arrest. As the world mourns, Africa finds itself both grieving and watching with anticipation. There is a possibility that the world might get the first Black African Pope after centuries. Africa is home to nearly 272 million Catholics. It accounts for nearly a fifth of the global Catholic population. And yet, for centuries, the Church's leadership has been dominated by Europe. In his decades of papacy, the Pope Francis began to change that shift, lifting African voices. He appointed more African cardinals and often reminded the Vatican of its responsibility to the global South. Now, in his passing, the depth of mourning in Africa is immense. Nigerian President Bola Tinubu described him as a quote-unquote tireless champion of the poor. South Africa's President Ramaphosa said his worldview on inclusion, and other African leaders echoed a similar sentiment. It's in that spirit that the name of Cardinal Peter Turkson of Ghana has emerged as a serious contender to succeed Pope Francis. If chosen, he would become the first Black Pope in modern times, and also only the second African in church history. Turkson rose in the Vatican circles over the years. He has spoken out on poverty, climate change, and inequality. He is a staunch defender of traditional church teachings and at the same time has shown openness to evolving conversations. Turkson has challenged Africa's harsh LGBTQ+ laws. And when Pope Francis sought a heavy hand in conflict-ridden South Sudan, it was Turkson who was sent. He was seen both as a spiritual man and a diplomat. Other names who are in contention are Cardinal Fridolin Mbongo Basungu. The 65-year-old is from the Democratic Republic of Congo. He leads 7 million Catholics in local church and is a revered voice among people in the African nation. For Africa, a black pope would mean a lot of things. It would mean diversity, representation, and recognition. For now, candles continue to burn in chapels. The mourning is real. But there is also a steady hope that the world's next pontiff might come from Africa.
All right. Okay. That's not the message from what you will understand. Fambulen breaking news just to come. Wow. This now breaking news. I don't know this news. Okay. Let me not get too much excited. It's difficult for process this information I just get, and it's painful for Salon people. I know say a lot of people will jubilate on this news. I know we'll talk with the news yet. A lot of people go happy. A lot of people go sad. It depends. Now sad news for the government of Salon, and good news to some people will be the pray for that let that not happen. But we already don't people and they like I say, Lord not just puts the cart before the horse. Lord just patient. La go over because then just send them to me, and I will review, verify, and make sure say whoa the cancer breaking news it be authentic. But this not a bomb. Wow. Yeah. All right. Now go to the international stage. Where you come.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. This now Komon-Tok. In case you don't know. Oh, yeah. Whenever we pledge with love and loyalty.
It's a
on Chinese. In developing news tonight, Beijing has responded to Donald Trump's apparent U-turn in their escalating trade war. The US president has declared he's no longer going to play hardball on tariffs on Chinese goods, but Beijing isn't buying it.
He once called his tariffs the medicine for a sick economy. Now Donald Trump is getting a taste of his own. As the US economy struggles, the president announced plans to cut the unprecedented 145% tariff on Chinese imports.
I'm not going to say, oh, I'm going to play hardball with China. I'm going to play hardball with you, President Xi. No. We're going to be very nice. They're going to be very nice.
But China's response to the United States wasn't quite as nice.
Saying they want to reach an agreement with China while continuing to apply maximum pressure is not the right way to deal with China, and it will not work.
With the not-so-pleasantries exchanged, negotiations between the two countries have begun.
The president and the administration are setting the stage for a deal with China.
The volatile rollercoaster of trade tariffs has left the global economy feeling unwell, with the International Monetary Fund forced to lower its projections for economic growth this year.
Global growth will reach 2.8% this year and 3% next year, a cumulative downgrade of about 0.8 percentage point.
The IMF also predicts Australia's economic output could be hit harder than first thought, forecasting a $13 billion shortfall.
I think there's an element of unpredictability about the trajectory of these tariffs and these negotiations.
As the president heads to the negotiation table, his 10% tariff on other countries, including Australia, remains. Taylor Ryan for 10 News.
All right. I think we noticed earlier on the program, we don't explain this, and plenty people I don't call on this program more or less the same. Sometimes you don't need for being at a decision making table for they understand. We can understand the challenge is difficult. Not get me wrong, for sitting at that hot seat there in a very, 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 very difficult position on there. Not all my ones sit on there. It's tough because you in a stroke of a pen, you dey wipe billions, if trillions, we don't say that, trillions of dollars with a stroke. Even a word, just a single word way they say, it dey wipe trillions and trillions, just like what happens now. Now, a lot of people, we don't talk many times. The only reason, there are many factors anyway, but the key factor will make America backtrack, will make Trump reduce the tariff we shoot from 200 and something, 140 to 50% now at the selling of the pawn. Yes. You see, we can just say the central bank and they put interest rates, this now so it happen, now so we can say it, But in reality, now the market forces the forces of supply and demand. Now they determine the interest rate. What did China do? China owned more than 700 billion of US debts, treasury bond. Other countries, they all low. One of the things we then do, then begin selling. Now, these are the thing. I think whoever was advising Trump, not be see this part, or perhaps the advisor maybe not just take maybe not feel say China will go over there. Now, I'll put her in the simplest way. Why make it bad for the economy? When they begin sell the bond, that's I don't explain it earlier on, but just in case you come. Governments everywhere in the world, they need money for running their affairs of the state. You know, can do apart from production, taxation, and other way for get money. Then they sell, then they trust people, and they can't trust it because now government they continue. Then they give you a paper. This paper then call them bond. Now the bond paper, this where they write the name, the term, how much, and they give you on this particular thing. Now, if me hold, for example, certain amount of the bond, this paper for government of a particular government, though I want seller, I can sell them. And China holds significant amount of this, then begin sell them bond there. The price of the bond market, which happen, it become the interest rates they go up. Why? Because the government get for do what and call incentive. It get for more or less encourage other people make them trust them. You get the point, so now the person will be the person we get for pay, don't begin to sell. And we need more money. Now, in fact, on I make go trust. So they need more money for trust. Now, when they sell, it creates panic, particularly in large quantity, it creates panic. That panic way they create, they make investors and take their money, they sell. And because government need more money, what thing governments they do, they increase the interest rate. They force it, not to mean, no, not meaner. They force for increase the interest rate. Why they increase interest rate? If where this person, let's say China, go toss, now be 5% to 10%, and they give them by the as annual, the sort of like what they get, they double up. Instead of 5% now, sometimes government will say 7%. Instead of 10%, government will say something 15% for let they encourage more people. And then they affect the interest rate. And then they go spill across the entire economy, spill over effect. The mortgage, the finance, it cuts, it unblock everything. And guess what? If then if that particular spillover they not container quick one, it becomes serious problem. But one of the them will container governments can decide say for print money, and then back very bad because we all know inflation. You can't just joke with that. You don't just print money because you get machine for print money. You print money because there are, the need get for day, the service, the supply and demand of the money. You know, print excess money because if you get excess money in the economy, it chase fear goods and services, it creates a problem. We see them, the example, and in Zimbabwe, not so, then we get away for print money because of that. Them print trillions of dollars. So America no one continue for print because it devalue the currency. It devalue the economy. It make it become so weak to a point that the dollar become worthless. People are not going to use them for trade again. Then they fear. So the best way they can do is for reverse back the tariff. Now, shamefully, disgracefully, now Trump. This embarrassing for her. It's seriously embarrassing. So it pity liquor. In the selection I can meet her, but China now they go meet China now. It's like I say common sense. It don't matter if you get sometimes so tall man gets her. But again, sometimes can be a little bit one be reasonable because not a small decisions if we take for be a president, for be a head of a particular institution because it's you have to make tough decision or some tough decision it cost you a lot like I don't cost the world. So the global economy don't lost more than $10 trillion. You're not going to American them pocket too. You're not going to China them pocket to a wipe just like that because of ego. It's all boiled down to ego because not to say people are not advised. In fact, for the first time, Elon Musk don't announce it reduce in presence within the government of Trump because even the first quarter, the share, you get quarterly shares or quarterly reports. All them big companies then get quarterly reports, and the one where they just pulled for Tesla, encouraging. In fact, the profit slumped by 71%. The same when I say the last year, the same quarter now is about 15% of the shares. So in other words, if he continue for within the circle of Trump, in company become a dead company. People then go remove them. They become, you will go down back. But sometimes the man they will get money, then they worry past you will not get money. And I think you don't begin this to say it makes sense for like just say, let just reduce the presence within the Trump administration. Otherwise, it caused me a lot of problem. And then you don't begin linking onto far right movements there. Then saying Lord just put out saying not racist. Anyway. All right, not happy, we're not care on the business side, but all the time for do journalism now, follow we understand clearly. We'll tap the program now, yeah. We'll take 2 minutes break, 1 minute 44 seconds rather, where we'll give you the mic, and of course we go pay attention on the messages. We apologize, we guests then from Salon, and today the internet's not getting chance for make them join me. Then they'll try anyway, as soon as they sleep it, I can go back and forth, but anyway. At least we got a fine show, not so they can.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. This now Komon-Tok, in case you don't know. Oh, yeah. Whenever we pledge with love and loyalty to his sweet mama alone. Now we all come together as one for tomorrow. Now we go make salon. Anytime where you pay, anytime where you go, anything you they do, it no matter. Oh yeah, it no matter. Now we for turn up Tanga one inside Sierra Leone. Let one big family, cause no place like home. In case you don't know. This now Komon-Tok, where they bring information about Salon. In case you don't know, this now Komon-Tok, where they bring information about Salon. For education, entertainment, political affairs, tune in Komon-Tok. For education, entertainment, political affairs, tune in
right, yeah. So Fambulo coming at the other parts now. When I turn for talk, we did take the first call. This is coming from Abdul. Yes, Abdul, you get the platform. Go ahead. You get 2 minutes.
Yeah. Good evening, Mr. Komon-Tok, and good evening to everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah. We man Trump don't look like idiots. Mr. Komon-Tok, I pray that if a black person succeed for be a pope, let God distance corruption from him. We all know the ending of Kofi Annan. Whether I've been true on a frame and the framer or no, but the end did not be look too good. That talk about the 18 million for Dr. Samura Kamara. They tell them they mean no than a Samura Kamara. But my brother tell me about the 18 million. Even before Tijan Kabakana power, newspaper they report this thing.
Oh, really?
You know the problem we get na Sierra Leone record keeping. Maada Bio, within that 3 months, he do a lot of things. Some of the things that he do, and I'm very street where I grew up. Now make I remember the incident when they use Keeper, they use Puma, you know. We remember the incident. Every newspaper they get the incident. And there's this comparison already they can do about them two governments here, about people them, you know, not what people argue about. SLBC gets record. Make them just come out some or do service to the people of Sierra Leone and play the incident. I swear to anything, all that crazy player, they lost in job.
Of course.
But the side women not admire Samura Kamara, the way he puts this thing. If Maada Bio be smart person, they counter the argument. The reason being, if they talk about the sales of ilmenite, Mr. Komon-Tok, ilmenite will be one of the minerals where they in mine a rutile. And Sierra Leone governments not they sell ilmenite. Now rutile for seller. So you get to that point, and during the time Maada Bio thief this money, maybe no saying that from the treasury. But during the time Maada Bio thief this money, you understand, rutile not been in operation. The rebellion stopped the operation in 1994, and I believe said the money it thief from in 1995. Then Tijan Kabaka inside 1996. You know? So if they listen to me, you are making it clear at this point. Because it say, I remember, I think, the sales of ilmenite or something, make it clear. Because otherwise, sometimes I don't also be okay for counter the arguments. You know? Yeah. If anybody only work the outside, they listen to this. You go no say anything and don't mine rutile, then in the mine zirconium, then close the zirconium plant, but the main mineral will be rutile. Thank you, guys.
All right, thank you very much. We had another voice. Okay, we don't miss this one. Okay, let's take this one. All right, so don't miss this one. All right, so let's take this one. Yes, this na Jibril Bangura. Yeah, Jibril Bangura from the US. You get a platform?
Yeah, Mr. Komon-Tok.
Yeah.
You see, the people when they talk about 18 million. 18 million now just one sale we Maada Bio make. Not to wait Maada Bio pool. And not to the money where Abacha go gear na Nigeria. So that 18 million now just kakama. Maada Bio destroy more than $50 million. If na lie, they lie. Act people them. We work with Maada Bio. It destroyed more than $50 million. He come back, he broke. Married when I married himself, he married his second wife. Now me and you, we tax money, now in Maada Bio. If when he married. And the other two I want to talk, then guys there, then they come na Liberty. Anyway, Liberty, I send a shout out to them through you bless it. Then they really do good and then get for do more good. Then they bring them guy there. Today like this guy we can today from Statistics Sierra Leone. I ask a simple question: if in life better or enable them their life better today than 7 years back after the 7 years where they don't do. They're not the answer that question. The finance minister, I asked her the same question. Now Liberty. You know what he tell me? What he respond to the lady then? He said, in your life, You not talk about people that work in the work for. It's you not say for other people that move, but in your life, it better. So where are we going? And I will use this opportunity for call on the APC. The APC now in the only hope with Sierra Leoneans that they get. Because any party will come for a third force. It not going to work because can the young killer don't damage that bridge day. Can the young killer people they don't make enemy with their own mama them. They make enemy with their own papa them. They make enemy with their childhood, their childhood friends them.
Jibril, thank you very much. Me, I don't know, but I want debunk Dandy for say third force not go work. It's all about if we decide say third force not work, they work. But believe me, if we decide say third force they work, it work. Trust me. You know that. You know what I talk. You know
understand.
that.
But listen, the third force.
Anyway, I wish we had another voice, Jibril. Maybe if, as you know, we can entertain one person for call 2 times. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Yeah, we did take another voice. Yeah, this could be Jubilee from New Jersey. Yeah, Jubilee, you get the platform.
Yes, Mr. Komon-Tok. Good evening. This is Jubilee from New Jersey.
Yeah, you get the platform.
Yeah, Mr. Komon-Tok, the movie now, reality and on setting.
Ah, really?
Yeah,
so the wait, Jubilee, wait. I call ourselves the commercial breakdown now go they go so.
Commercial breakdown now na reality. You know some movies they do they act, so they can kind of fake blue and they make fake blue. But if you mistake the skits, when they tell the person for say send the foot at the left, then the person balance and say go na the right, then go na the left, the kicker. It happen per movie.
Okay.
When it happen so now that fake what they make now. Really, see Liman at the interview say he quiet. Liman wants to be so. See the interview, I say quiet. They blame the people that will go for independence. The people that will go for independence are Salona, SLPP, and they take over the country.
Man, I say people don't die, and they blame. Blame not them.
Yeah, you self that they blame who say that will make them not better because I know about the customer, but I mean they're not better, they're not make the country. And they blame at by all. But now reality don't begin to set in now. So part of the movie then are reality. Like they kind of case so na reality. Like now they come to them now, they don't begin to understand saying, my O2 the pension to play business. So the Mao be the talk say he will left for inspire people, then like not change salon but inspire people. Then I don't talk say the work and they do it not for they inspire nobody.
Thank you. Jubilee, I like when you have me no catch and they make us now the produce, now they present the program. Me no catch and but you don't catch her. The man said they inspire people, but you don't talk say no go in black cabinet not inspiring.
So what think is sad Valencia? And when them the post instance don't talk say no go able do it don't fail. Then get people in back with the support that we talk about that you don't fail. But they argue back say no you don't fail. But you see how it's difficult forget third force. Now the thing is will make it difficult forget third force because you get people away the kind of talk as no more tribalism and regionalism. And then they move. Right now, look that man in the interview that man will be before SFP can apart when they talk say APC na reckless government and road number they don't make the reckless when they can 6 months. Now me and you go talk that one now and salon say reckless government. So to problem
I tell you. Anyway, Jibril, thank you very much. Jibril, thank you very much. God bless you too. Anyway, we're glad the way Jibril able to do for the genealogy. Now I think man don't have the genealogy past Mr. Komon-Tok safe now. Anyway, yes. Yes, my brother. Yeah, concerned citizen from the US.
It's not concerned selling they call from the US.
Yeah, go ahead. You get 2 minutes.
Yeah, my brother. Thanks so much for the good work you do. You see, honestly, within Jibril they talk to now the fact that one day. Like I say, not to say not possible for me to get nothing the way not possible. It only left with the people and the mindset them. If we really don't ready for make this change so, as how we be they say, you Kelana one of the person way disappoint we seriously. Like by now, na Yun Kelau for the talk about, because
exactly.
we don't see say APC we don't feel we give SLPP chance.
Yeah.
Then come,
Yeah.
then fail past APC chef. So who that now for they think about now the third force. But unfortunately now, the third force maybe they call the APC, SLPP, Alassane, Alusang, in desperate. You see, now I tell you, with politicians, they're not getting integrity, bruh. Now only few of them, perhaps maybe like 5% of them. Now how she can the Yun Kelatima boldly. So what thing they look for again? Julius Maada Bio call and for go get and job and all that stuff them did. You see, blah, I don't like tell you that country that tribalism and they destroy we in that country. More especially with people from the southeast. The way man are out then they think. They don't care if then they suffer. They don't care how the country they as long as they say now one of them they na power. They don't care how the country they go. And they see Maada Bio and Fatima go Nabu, for this the Oba celebration and all that stuff. Then they look at the motokawi, the mango with people and then they celebrate and they are laugh. But then life they miserable. So man for like even 1 meal a day na problem. But then they celebrate somebody, we promise them faithfully saying we can change, the country. Well,
Anyway,
look at how
thank
we
you.
change the country.
Thank you very much, my brother.
It's sad, my brother.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Let God bless you for the good work you do.
God bless you too. Let's take another voice. Yes, we missed this one. All right, we missed this one. Okay, we missed this one again. We will take maybe 2 more calls. Today we'll end the program quick. All right, so don't miss this one. Okay. All right. Okay, all right, so don't miss this one again. Waiting they go on. Wait to. All right, let us see by for now. We get problem. Okay. Wait till they go on. Okay, let's try this river. I think at the line, all right. Yes, Ahmed, you get the platform. Go ahead. You get 2 minutes.
Yes. Thank you very much, Mr. Komon-Tok. I just listened to the program and thanks to all the contributors. Listen, my brother. This I want to talk about Maada Bio. This 18 million we thief under the sales of this Igmanite. We not be know of the sales of Igmanite or whatever, but newspapers they carry the news and a lot of politicians today they know of it. Not to someone that will come first talk at that debate today. They know. Yankaba know if we can have power, if in an escoma, no we get power. You see, now the thing this, now the people of Sierra Leone, we celebrate criminals them. For making a system where you don't do bad. But we, as long as somebody on the Benananica, I always can tell you thank you in the way now you give me that inspiration, the way I go buy that book, The Basic Law of Human Stupidity, Carlos Cipolla. And thank you for that. I hope for make I get more books from you. You see, now because no the research, I will only find out. Some of the way don't commit crime of that magnitude for rip the country off. He come back and still people them be jubilate for game power. Look how we did today. So without we blame now God. Imagine me and you we believe in God, we pray, we know the religion we follow deeply. We know what God said to we. So, out of your stupidity, your mistake, you want to blame God with that? Maada Bio in na God. The people who fight with Maada Bio, I tell you. Me, I don't meet somebody who tell me, say, one great people you get during the tell with Maada Bio in the fight. Maada Bio is squad, and they kill them. Either one, they don't get my talk safe because they panic right now. We Maada Bio in a power, so for talk about it, even. Now this will get to them. Then get military people who don't know from that country when they out. But they fail for even reveal Maada Bio in secret when they know of. We get people that we know much about these people, but then now the problem is what we get. We for celebrate criminals, panic, fear, Now we get. And so they keep the poor, the road people, the criminals, for continue to do bad.
Thank you.
If you don't expose them, now if they lead the country to danger. If people them really expose Maada Bio, they will only talk about that. Even this guy who cancel side Alpha side, they all look at it on the USA end up for all come Maada Bio. The person don't insult as criminal, just like an Yubkela. So then people are
thank you very much, Ahmed.
They get integrity. And the problem is so we get me, brother.
Thank you very much for your contribution as always.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. All right. Will they take another voice? Yes, call outside they call from. We'll miss this one. We'll take this one. Okay, we'll miss this one. All right. So we don't miss this one. Let's see this back. Yes. Okay, we'll miss this one. Let's take this one. Already done denial. This now ex-civilian.
Yeah, Mr. Komon-Tok, good evening.
Yes, ex-civilian. You get a platform, you get 2 minutes.
Thank you very much. My own opinion about the Pope is the successor for the Pope. If not 3 countries then, Brazil, Mexico, and Philippines. Africa no get chance. Forget it. Now quit and tell you so.
So we're not going to surprise. We're not a surprise. We'll just then just therefore call the name them because they need it. But there is high chances a lot of people and all this.
There is high chances because it not ever be. You understand, eh?
White man no go bow down to black man.
In South America. They never happen in Philippines, it never happen in Africa. And Philippines, when they see so they get the highest Catholic all over the world. They with Mexico. Yeah. But the highest Catholic population and they look too. Yeah. You've been talking say a breaking news day where some people are glad the government not happy. Waiting at that breaking news day.
The brother, not tell this one. It is shock. It difficult for last year right now because the reason being that I trust the person we don't send them for me, but we take with time. We go process them. We go see them tomorrow. I promise you now.
It is shock with how many megawatts?
Well, I think it would just kill the spirit of the government in many ways. And anyway, Lord just left her. Lord, we just do more findings, and we'll definitely bring a camp on tomorrow. Hopefully.
Well, that one make I trust you because your information is filtered and good.
Now safe for be. The media will therefore take time to the city.
Though me, Maada Bio in waiting safe. Now we not get so by opposition and so by people in that country.
Anyway, brother, thank you very much.
Many times say you know able the problem of the country. Why the opposition only call for recognition? Why don't know the petitioner?
All right, we had another voice. Thank you so much, my brother. Thank you, ex-civilian. All right, we'll take another voice. Yes, call outside the call from. Okay, don't miss this one. Yes, call outside the call from.
They call from yeah.
All right, you get the platform. You get 2 minutes.
Thank you so much. In the place of having an Africa as a people, and also the possibility because even when you look at with father then, now when Africa people then begin the father and they do their immoral things and go hide, go give a leg, go do so. When you say no one join society, nobody. So I don't see that kind make them for let them go. Then for we now get a third force, we don't get them because we look at the north. Then they always compromise when it comes to politics. Then they join SNPP and do whatever, with the exception of Charles Lagai. But the Southeastern, they don't ever allow for let we get somebody who will make this country better. Because otherwise, they don't see this kind of person where they know in history, then Tawa, all the other candidates and see now they want and take Bobo and pack them at the office. Pay people, including the foolish Yumkela. Where they so TV. Thank you so much.
All right, to take another voice. Yes, call outside the call from. Outside the call from. All right, we'll just take 2 more calls, and then we'll wrap up the program. Just 2 more calls. We'll wait for 2 more calls, and then we're done with the call side. Yeah, 2 more calls, and then we'll wrap up the program on the call side. Yes. This could be Kailondo. the man with the thunderous voice.
Yes, sir. The Komon-Tok. How are you doing today?
Kind Londo, I'm doing fine. And how are you doing?
God bless. I'm doing good. Great. Right, today we'll be listening former internal minister with Mr. Tunis. You see, there we politician there. Now they say save the pull the young ways now do. This guy Lehman, to the whole the way they talk about this way independent business. Now they say save they play. So all this will country in problem. That don't choose it. Now they say save the cause then the SLP. Because I like to Kaba don't left a project. Somebody don't come and Chroma come, he falla, he do the continuation. Why Maada Bio come, within an Chroma don't left, he no can follow the same program. You know, if you don't get an easy job, and Chroma will already make the hospital be okay, the infrastructure, the road will be okay. You know, most of the stuff will be okay. Even before you don't come, it continue the other things they will need, like that second city with the airport. You know, then you go make only one. I don't even understand.
Terminal.
All that money in Lungi. You understand? It don't make no sense, bruh. Maada Bio, if you don't can continue waiting and a school man left, that free education will not be needed. Waiting for people don't come, people are angry. You don't see they can't put rest down. Now agriculture if for don't pan. Burkina Faso, what will happen? Where they take to? What will make first? Now the agriculture. Because when people are angry, they become hungry. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this now they stop them. But SLPP not do well. They not try. They send me backward. All the contract the way APC they don't sign, they can't cancel all. Even some company then go sue me, go get for pay. You understand?
Yeah.
This IMF with the Abupa. Just like the book where you always talk about economic hitman. We don't get idea about that. You see, these people are their interest. Even the money where they give you, 1/4 of it, you can get it. Now then they select the company the way they go work for you. And then they select to side the money they go. Now then they give you condition. When you know they even get money, they just give them a cake of bread, a piece of the cake. They don't share among themselves, then the politician them, right? So that you will not get sympathetic mind for the people there.
Thank you.
Talk, but we don't get them, but we don't appreciate that.
All right.
We force tripartite will get with REF, SLPP, APC. The politicians they don't respect them. Since that thing they done, they did abandon the REF. They not even include them.
Thank you very, very much, Kailondo. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. God bless you.
All right. We don't tap the program now on the call side. Apologies. If you don't struggle for get free, not get free, we apologize. Not to say we don't pick a call, the line is hot. And again, there are people that sometimes they can send message to it and say when they read the message, not to say when they want to read the message. We get tons of message where they can, but trust me, we go over them. Some of them are now they reply them, and some people are grateful at least we reply, and we reply all messages. So if you got something we want to tell me, if you call me, you know get we, please share them. Okay, I mean please send message. We go friend and go through there. Yeah, we really value that. So not to say not arrogant or being any kind way. Yeah. All right, now take 20 from we people in there. I tell sorry. I tell her they say if Yumkela had joined the APC, it would not have been useless, and some of una not get it. Una can just okay. All right. And Julius Conte they say the only president that has a legacy in Sierra Leone is Dr. Sierra Stephen. And Beatrice Kano they say, Mr. Komon-Tok, good evening. We are waiting for the breaking news, please. Yeah, like I say, we are just a cam and we don't hear the San Antonio. We want to do justice to now because people have paid so much respect now. We don't want to do like you know, that sort of like chasing the clouds just for attention. You know, we don't want to do that. We want to make sure see we confirm, or if you will not confirm, we will tell about. But be rest assured tomorrow we're going to know. Yeah, and been to the say. Been to KDC, we get we fumble them where they work for the federal government, where they pray every day, make them no fire them. Also, friends, Elon and Self Tesla go down 71%, sober done. So yeah, so big don't it is so big don't bite snake don't bite until okay, snake don't bite until snake don't bite until yeah. You can imagine 71%, you know. So again, sometimes these are very smart people. We look for. Now then they create. Now they are the genius there. Not also, but just for tell you all that anyway. Marco, they say we get the news from all other side. You news no go be breaking again. Or government don't be rampant news. Well, the thing is, for we go still see as breaking because we don't confirm it. You can get any other source, but this is so we don't deal with credibility. We'll make sure say we don't tell now this, and I repeat for telling now this. Anytime you see, I tell you something, or something we don't vet. Yes. Either perhaps we don't get information from a credible source, we will probably tell you the person source, or if in an open source, so they put out tell us in an open source. All right, now we move. Not so. I'm now to Sunday. Say, Mr. Komon-Tok, not make me panic. Is it good or bad? Okay, I'm not to not panic. Not a good news anyway. If you know that's you want for not a good news. I tell her they say Black Pope in Vatican. Okay, we shall see. And Ahmed is say this is clear to say the people of Sierra Leone celebrate thieves. Just look at those running around campaigning for president. They are criminals. The people must be wise. For they say Paran has nothing near the presidents in our country. Why is not shame of himself or Saloni? Sorry. Well, that's not the country called Salon. Jerry, they say, Mr. Komon-Tok, that SLPP flag bearer pictures look like a rogue gallery. And Leah Johnson Amla, they say, Mr. Komon-Tok, you have to laugh. If not, we will be crying all the time. Yeah, you know, sometimes, of course, you know, they laugh, they laugh. And this one, they come up from Sicily. They say Sierra Leone is a failed state as of now. And Gloria, they say, but the incident of Maada Bio still in $18 million for quite a long time. It is not it's not new, so don't blame Samora for this. A thief is always a thief. And Jibril Dumbuya, they say, Mr. Komon-Tok, now like Jibril from New Jersey, be talking. Now Jibril, okay, Mr. Komon-Tok, now Jibrila from New Jersey, be talking. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Yeah. And this one come up from Mohamed Lamin, where they say yesterday the Singaporean president was in the World Bank group discussion articulating on developmental strategies that will impact middleman power, let alone a country economy. I felt ashamed. You must once in a salon person. A bank, they say, reckless excuse. We should take responsibility instead of we crying constantly on how colonialists we are unfair to African and Africans. China should be an example of transformation and development. Thank you very much for that. Fatima said, Mr. Komon-Tok, SLPP are playing blame culture. They should be ashamed by Burkina Faso, Traoré, working hard for his country and the people. We own government are helping themselves full of corruption lies. Violetta, look, Deckard is Mr. Komon-Tok. I can like you credible analysis. So then think, say people gladly with all this. May God save Salon. Sierra Leoneans deserve better than don't suffer, though. We don't suffer, that's our day. we all know, believe me, we all know. My good God. Umar Bundu, they say, okay, assalamu alaikum. Yeah, thank you very much, Umar. Thanks for joining us. And of course, my dear friend, Kelvin say, you're well recognized. Thank you so much. And all right, so Pambula, I think we'll tap the program here for tonight. And hopefully tomorrow we will come, continue with what we do now. Until then, my name is Mr. Komon-Tok. Bye-bye.
You must listen very carefully to your enemies, because sometimes they tell you the truth that you do not want to hear but need to hear. Sometimes you are surrounded by a coterie of people who pretend to be your friends, but they are not. They are friends of the office that you hold and the things and the doors that you can open for them. That requires discernment. That requires detachment. That requires focus. That requires selflessness. That requires intellectual firepower and spiritual contentment. Easier said than done. You know, power, it is said, corrupts, and absolute power corrupts absolutely. But I remember the great Tanzanian president Mwalimu Julius Kambarage Nyerere used to say that when you are called upon to serve, remember that you are not necessarily the best, but you've been given the honor and privilege of serving. That is why we call you honorable. That is why sometimes we even call you excellency, not because you are excellent yourself, but we expect you to do excellent things. If you surround yourself with the wrong people who will continue to worship you, very soon you get used to being worshipped, then you become a demigod and you become hostile to truth and you become attracted to flattery. The strength of character is very important, and power does not change people. Power reveals who you truly are or truly are. I've interacted with individuals even across this continent, men and women who mean well and they serve well. I was telling a friend of mine who is a senior politician in Kenya that one of the greatest hallmarks of a servant leader is that when he or she receives a letter from a citizen, he or she acknowledges the letter. And I've dealt with many African heads of state, and to their credit, quite a number of them, they will cause the letter to be acknowledged. In Kenya, which is my country, you write to leaders, they never respond. Never. Because there is arrogance, which is tragic. So what must one do when one gets into public office? Humility must never abandon you. I've had the opportunity myself of serving in public spaces in this country on 3 different occasions, and in my view, have never changed. I've always realized that power is temporal and that you only do your bit and leave. As William Shakespeare once said, all the world is but a stage. We have our comings and goings. If you remember that, you'll remember to always have humility as your shadow. Most African politicians, I'm very reluctant to use the word leaders when I make reference to most African politicians. They occupy positions of leadership, but they are not leaders, most of them. First of all, the intention with which they enter into leadership is the problem. They seek office because they love power and privilege and opportunity that it provides to them. They want to become wealthy, And the easiest and shortest avenue to wealth in Africa today is public office. With the minimum effort, you become a multi-millionaire. They go there in order to be worshipped. And they go there not to do the right thing. And once they have been in office, they do so many wrong things that it becomes dangerous for them to leave office. So their continued occupation of office is also to ensure that they enjoy immunity that comes with office. But when you are a good leader who does the right thing, you do not fear to leave office because nothing has changed. And I've seen leaders of that ilk in this part of the continent. And there are quite a number of sprinkling of leaders who have left office and are doing great things. Joaquim Chissano in Mozambique. Ifikepunye Pohamba in Botswana. People like my good friend Jakaya Mrisho Kikwete, Ali Hassan Mwinyi in Tanzania, Benjamin William Mkapa, Joaquim Chissano, as I've said, of Mozambique. These are people who have left office and nothing is happening to them because they are men and women of integrity. John Mahama of Ghana. There are quite a number of them now across the continent who do not fear being out of office, and they are doing great things once they leave office. But there are others who will never leave office, because the day they leave office,
we talk about the health, we need that for survive. Make the system better so we people go thrive. Entertainment this week, the music, the flow, but we still go young, the things we need to know. Political leaders, when I hear the cry, we go talk and yeah, no, we no go lie. Now Komon-Tok, we dey stand for the truth. Make we rise for the sake of the youth. Oh, Komon-Tok, you go hear we loud. We don't go hide, we go make the proud. From saloon to the world, we dey stand tall. Come here, we young, now we message for Komon-Tok, this now we voice. R&B soup, we dey make the choice. From politics to health, we dey stand firm. Migration and vibes, we dey come from Komon-Tok, now the place to be. We dey young and clear for you and me. Komon-Tok, oh yeah, we dey. For the future, we dey pave the way. Oh, now we dey young for better tomorrow. No more tears, no more sorrow. We go shining like the truth must show. Komon-Tok together, we go grow. Feel the rhythm, feel the beat. Komon-Tok, where the minds come meet. Komon-Tok, this now we voice. R&B soup, we dey make the choice. From politics to health, we dey stand firm. Migration and vibes, we dey come from Komon-Tok, now the place to be. We dey young and clear for you and me. Komon-Tok, oh yeah, we dey. For the future, we dey pave the way. Oh, Komon-Tok, oh yeah. We dey talk and real, make we yeah. From Africa to the world, we go spread the news. Komon-Tok, now the platform we choose.